Hello team. So today I'm gonna explain Lijiang Night Market. And I'm gonna start off this by actually explaining um, Control Center, which we know pretty well. So Control Center is all about White Room right here, right? So why is it about White Room? Well, it's where you can apply pressure most effectively, right? You can just like sweep the point, and if you have someone on your spawn, that creates a good off angle, blah blah blah. We know this, right? So whenever you enter the fight, we have our first neutral of the game. So here is the space divide, and then here's the death zone, right? We're fighting for White Room. If any team has White Room, they kill this area. And also just like holding here, you die, right? I'm going to come back to this later in the video, but just hold that concept. So the reason why that Night Market is different from Control Center is because this point is special. So there's not many points like this in the game, but the issue with this point is that you can't rotate around it really. So like if you're coming in, you can't really take coast, right? Like that's just, I don't know if you've ever tried it, but it kind of sucks, right? So it's really down to the first play. That's why you TP, that's why you want point controls, because once you have point, you win, right? It's like holding White Room, right? So whenever you TP, here is the space divide, right? You have like this area, you kinda can have coast, but like kinda not. You have this area, and then you kinda have coast, and then this is the death zone, right? This is where we don't want to play, right? You can walk out into the courtyard, back here into garden, because it's green. Garden, Garden. But like, we're not really playing for there, so there's no reason for you to push out there, right? So this is our space, right? We have our team in yellow and their team in blue, and let's watch what happens.
One. Round 2. Capture the objective.
All right, I'm gonna hold from here, give us a clear view. I'm gonna stop it right here. So we TP first. We're actually like really coordinated, so we get our TP first almost every time. Immediately, there's a problem. We don't know where to go. So let me outline this again. Our space. And if we look at a fight diagram, we should have our front line matching their front line, right? And then our back line kind of here. Our Baptiste probably wants to play the corner. And then we should have our short angle right here, kind of pushing out, and our long angle staying back. Our flex support holding in the middle, right? So what this would look like is our Mei playing short. She's going to want to hold right here, right? She's going to want to play... Sorry, I fucked it up. I'm so bad at it. Hi, cats. So we want to have our long angle here and our short angle here. So our short, long, right? This is long because it's closer to our supports, and this is short because it's closer to me. If you get short and long angles confused, don't worry, I do too. And so here's where our support plays, and here's where I play. The rest of this small, tiny area doesn't really matter at the end of the day, but on average, Mei over here, Sim over here, right? Mei, Sim. Here's an issue. 11, look at what you do. You don't know what the hell you're doing. So you just stay up there. And you get booped. And now you're in garden, and you're not doing anything. What you should be doing is playing where you are, walling off their bastion. Either two walls. You could either split him from his team, right? Prevent heals, murk him, better play. Or defensive wall right here, right? Just keep our team alive. I've already used my shield. They've used theirs. Maybe we can try and push their bet, but we don't want to really fight their bet right now because, like, he's just going to lamp, right? We see their Bastion. Their Bastion is the target, right? Now, if they didn't have a Bastion, they were on, like, Mei. Maybe we force Ice Block or maybe we force Lamp. Either of those cooldowns work. But really, we're just looking for, like, a major cooldown to happen so we can, like, actually get shit done, right? If they have lamp, we're not going to kill anyone. If they have ice block, we're not killing the Mei. And those are our 2 targets: is the Mei or the Mei or the Bep. Maybe the Sim if she's like really out of position. But like I said, their Sim's going to be playing back on the long angle, and like she's not really going to be contested, right? And so what happens is we just die. So I'm going to hit play. Let's watch this shit. Yeah. The Bastion walks out, kills Tim's. He missed his lamp, but like, he shouldn't have to lamp there. And then they just run over us. And then it's a very easy game for them, right? They're holding point, and this is it's really defendable. It's extremely defendable. Like, we have to push through like a huge choke point. They can just play back point. And they actually fuck up. They give us point, right? And they have one major play. I want to know if y'all can see it. Flanking Bastion. So yeah, 11's not on point. He should be contesting their Bastion. They're both the short angle. They should be contesting each other. Mei's better than Bastion. We should win that. Yeah, then we just get run over. If we don't have a Bep, or we don't have a Mei, we don't have a Bep. Can't move. Tanner kind of pops. He gets full charge, but we're just not playing together. Like, I'm on point, y'all are on toast. This goes back to what I was saying about, like, original point control. At the end of the day, we should be playing together. So I'm holding point, right? I'm holding this area. So, like, we own... If I'm here, y'all are out here, right? We own this area. Their ram is here. Their team is here. They own this area. Y'all should not be fighting here. Y'all are just dying to their ram. Their whole team is there. Y'all should fall back or just immediately run onto point. Either way, risky play, safe play, risk reward, pick your poison. Play back here, right? If I'm on point, you play back here. Don't frontline their tank. Next up. One more thing happened wrong here. It's impossible to take. Yeah, you don't take this map. And that's why you TP out, is because like first fight wins this map, right? You have to win first fight. We have to know. Not a good wall. Defensive wall, right? This goes back to what I was saying on Mei, right? Cutting off damage, defensive. Cutting off sight lines from their team, aggro, right? We're pushing in with wall, so we want to be aggro. On the first fight, we were pushing in, we were taking the fight, so we wanted to cut off their Bastion from heals, right? So like, I don't know if you know this, but if you press Q on sim wall, it switches 90 degrees. So we would want a wall right basically there, right? I'll push in, I'll draw it in pink. I'll push in this way. Our Bep can play kind of back here. Kind of like that. Trying to think of like the best angle. Maybe something like that. That might be good. Then I'll push in this way. Hold kind of here. Bep gets to play back here. And then from there, we can actually like start to take point, right? But defensive wall, again, can't push. We have Blizzard. We should be able to win, but then Tim's just get shot out. Can't do much after our Bep dies. And we lose, right? So let's go to control, which we actually know how to play pretty well. So, right? I'm gonna draw it again. We have there, ours, and look how we play it. Look how we play it. We set up Tim's. We have to play more defensive because they're on Bastion. They're a little quicker too, so they take White Room immediately, but we just fall back. We set up Tim's on the wide, long angle, and then we have the core, me, the short angle, and our supports. We just take white room as soon as we can. They give up because their Bastion kind of throws because, again,
The objective is now
Bastion's the short angle, more DPS, kind of closer support or closer DPS, right? He plays point, kind of dumb play. And then, that's why Bastion's not good. They're on Bastion Sim, right? Like, both of them are kind of short angles. And so, we just take white room, we set up Tanner, he just snipes them, we get white room control, and from there, we have a 2-prong approach. So that basically means we get this space, right? They are forced here, and once they're forced here, we can just take point or just push them. Either way, like, they're not set up, we're set up, we can rotate around them, they can't rotate around us, right? And then we play perfectly. I'm gonna watch this a bit longer because just to prove the point, kind of ingrained it in y'all's heads. So I think they take this. Yeah, Tanner's doing great, holding white room. I rotate to him.
Now.
Yeah, and we just engage. We ult first. Ulting first is always the move. If we're on brawl, if we're on poke, we want to ult second. And on dive, we're mostly just ulting for sustain. Now that's wrong logic. It doesn't really make sense if you think about it, but just roll with it. And then I think I want it to go. Yeah, it's like a minute from now. So look how we retake it. I see they're holding main. So I just rotate us through dark. Again, white room, dark room. We rotate around back. There's not really a point to it besides to confuse them. If they're confused, they're most likely going to stack on point. It's a low-level strategy, but it works. And then look at their comp, right? They're all confused. They're like, they're behind us. They just give us white room, right? And from white room, we have frontline, Tanner, 2-prong approach, right? We get all this space. They're in our space. We run at them, right? And if y'all look at King's Row first happens the exact same way. We kind of rotate onto high ground, they back up, and then we just rush at them because they're sideways, right? We push them, perfect blizzard, and GG.
This ends now.
They retake at some point just because like they win the stagger fight, but then we easily win again. And yeah, overall it was a pretty good game. And main takeaways: isolate the valuable short DPS. Try and force May block, May ice block, or lamp. If we get those cooldowns, call them out. Those are their major cooldowns. They keep them alive. That's where they get their sustain. If we get lamp out, focus Bep. If we get ice block out, focus May. Lamp is more important, but it's also harder to get out. So just listen for my call, basically, on who to focus. If I say Bep, shoot the Bep. If I say May, shoot the May. And my short DPS, probably like 11 on May. Remember aggro walls to cut off who I call. So like on Night Market, I was calling the Bastion, aggro wall the Bastion. Okay? Overall, I thought you did really good this tournament, and I hope y'all enjoyed the video. GG's.